Hello YouTube, Laskeri here, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Insurgence. This time around, we're rematching the Abyssal Cultist double battle that we failed at near the end of last episode, so let's get right into it. And, to start off, I will be using Calm Mind with Gardevoir to make him able to take some slightly more hits and to deal slightly more damage. Wait, no. Shadow Ball on Starmie. Right. Because that Starmie is a psychic type, as I have stated in the previous episode. And Sprout is not really what I'm worried about. I'm more worried about the Pokemon that comes after Dugong, even though that hurts a lot, actually. But let's see. Well, this is going better so far. I think that's just a side effect of wow. I honestly don't know what to say. There we go. Well, there's one level up. And another level up. And a shockwave to get rid of Dugong. So basically, I just have to make sure that Crawdaunt doesn't KO my Charizard so that I can win. So that's basically all it comes down to. It's not that difficult, just it also has the potential to be really annoying because of the fact the knockoff is what hurt me last time. But now I can outspeed him and win the battle, actually. Wow. Laskeri defeated Abyssal Cultist and Abyssal Cultist. How could it be? What? Impossible! I got a lot of money for winning, and the two of you are pathetic. Since you don't seem to be listening, kid, I'll take matters into my own hands. We can't convince you, so ask Mew itself. Mew, hear this and listen well. This green liquid on the ground is heavily polluted. It is also highly corrosive. Falling into it would kill a person in seconds. Now, if you don't appear to me, I will push this child, Damien, into the pool. You wouldn't want that, would you? The end of an innocent life? Well, what do you say? Mew, you came, but you can't leave Laskeri alone. Ha ha ha! Mew, Pokemon like Mew are far too predictable. Now, Mew, if you want these children to stay alive, come here. It's time for you to leave Laskeri and join us instead. That's Shaman. Is that Shaman? Seed Flare. Shaman purified the water using its Seed Flare ability. That was amazing. What? Shaman? Why is Shaman another of the Pixie legendaries here? Did Mew call upon it for help? We can't take on two legendaries at once. Abyssal Cult, retreat for now. Laskeri, Damien, you damn well believe we'll be back soon. So, Shaman, huh? Why did you rescue me? You want to travel with me? But that's incredible. Does that mean I'm one of the companions of a Pixie Pokemon? Wow, I didn't think I was that special, but that means that the prophecy could be about either me or Laskeri. And now the Abyssal Cult knows that Mew and Shaman have chosen us. We need to be very careful. I can't use Shaman except when it's safe. I need to go find Nora and tell her all the good news. I'll meet up with you later, Laskeri, and thanks for rescuing me. I appreciate it. Mew. Obtain the Shaman powder. Mew can now use Shaman's DNA to transform and use the Seed Flare ability outside battle. Oh, that's cool. Oh, right, Charizard poison. Luckily it's not our only Pokemon. And now we can surf over here to get to the Hype Potion. Cool. I mean, pretty simple, but more stuff is better. That sounds pretty obvious when you say it out loud. Oh well. So now I think we can head on to the next city, yes, because those two that were arguing are gone. Charizard survived the poisoning, but I'm going to want to heal them anyways. Yes, thank you for waiting. And let's see. I think I want to have Charizard in the head of the party just because it's so much more powerful. And I think it looks more awesome than Gardevoir when followed, or at least its follower sprite. Let's see, what's the next route like? Well, this is just a crossroads. It's not the next route, it's merely a tribute. Let's see, it doesn't look like there's anything in the grass up there, or past the water, and it looks like there's an area that you can dive down here, and a rare can, cool. Yes. Okay. So I'm assuming the only way we can go right now is to the left. Or, well, east, technically. There's a really complicated cave system up ahead. I wish I had a map. I wonder what I could find in there. Emperor Nicholas would like to battle. Emperor Nicholas sent up an arrow. Nope. I don't know why this scares me so much. I guess it's the fact that it's a fairy type. And I'm gonna switch out into Gardevoir. Because Ghost isn't very effective against Ghost isn't very effective against fairy types, I believe, and neither is well, Dragon doesn't do any fairy types. Yes, I will, because Larvesta could probably deal a lot of damage to Gardevoir, considering he's Ice type. It kind of screwed himself over there, considering the fact that Rain is up and any of Larvesta's fire-type moves would be severely weakened. Or you could just do that, I guess. I don't know if that's really an effective strategy, but the NPC seems to think so. And Marowak 910 experience points. Zangoose. Yes, I will switch into Charizard. Because Zangoose is a normal type. Of course, there's always a potential for him to have dark type moves, and I feel like that's likely. But anyways. Oh, X is a bug type move, it's not any damage. And the rain stopped. Not like it benefited me or the opponent really. I honestly don't know why. I think it was just because that Marill was a water type. I don't know. I don't know how the NPCs work in this game. They seem to work in mysterious ways. I like the music. Samsara Cave, huh? I wonder what rare Pokemon I could find in there. Lily. Shadowball. Okay. That's pretty basic. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about these guys because they're much weaker than the abyssal cultists that I was facing previously, and yeah, basically we're just heading on to the next city. I think Helios City is the next one, or at least that next gym is in Helios City, which I think Helios City is in the middle of the region, and that's probably the last gym that's available to us in demo. So yeah. Of course, I'm sure there's a lot of content in between now and the next gym. Even if there isn't, that's okay. Russell, no. I guess I could have switched into Gardevoir and used, what's it called? You know what, I kind of want to do that now. And use Powder Snow. I'm pretty sure this thing's a ground type. If it's not, I made a big mistake. Okay. I think, well, Shockwave is probably more powerful anyways. It just, you already used Stealth Rock. Good job. I'm not saying that sarcastically to NPC, by the way, because they apparently don't know what they're doing. Not bad at all. I feel like leaving NPCs later for grinding would be a smart thing to do. Ultra Ball. I do like this music though. Let's see, is there anything over here? Oh, just another waterfall. Let's see, what's this way? Coral Town. Did you hear that, Coral Town? It came from Route 5, yeah? There's a huge massive caves in there called Samsara Cave. I heard there's a rare Pokemon symbol deep in there, but nobody's ever gone in far enough to find out. I'd love to fly over the Toro region like that Brendan could back in Hoenn all those years ago. Who knows, maybe sometime in the near future I'll be able to do that. That would be cool if because in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, one of the things, the mechanics is that you can use the Eon Flute as basically a replacement for Fly, except it doesn't transport you directly. You go to like an overworld map and you fly on the back of your Mega Latios, or Latias, depending on the game you have. Did you know that Drifloon drags the souls of children away? Or that Bayonet is the spirit of a thrown-away doll seeking revenge on its owner? Man, child-friendly creatures these Pokemon are. The Drifloon tries to look like it's trying to figure out how much you weigh. If you're going into the Rezai Desert, you better be prepared. There's a constant sandstorm going on, which is painful, but it can reveal some really cool Pokemon. Did you know what the Darude Sandstorm? I'm sorry, I apologize. No more memes in this series. Why are there 2 TVs in this house? There's something good on TV? There's something good on TV. I'm a lawyer. I do lawyer things. If you need someone to do lawyer things, I'm the lawyer for the job. Lawyer. Sounds about right. Like those cracked rocks around the region, I heard boulders can be pushed by moves other than HMs too. I've had success moving boulders with Steamroller, Whirlwind, and Bulldoze, but I'm sure there are a ton more that work. Is that a stock market in the corner of the town? Who would do that? Who would consider running a stock market when Pokemon exists? Sheesh, all things to have in Coral Town. Hey, take this. I'm sure it'll help you on your adventure. Possibly. My favorite Pokemon are the cold ones. Ice types can really cool me down when it's hot out. One of them is holding this today. You don't need it. I don't need it. Do you want it? Obtained Icy Rock. Laskeri, put the Icy Rock in the items pouch. Okay. Have you been into Samsara Cave? The bottom part is easy enough to venture into, but you need waterfall to explore the bulk of it, which we do not have. My favorite Pokemon is Castform. Now, before you laugh at me, yes, I know what it looks like. That doesn't make it any less adorable, okay? Let's see, what is this stock market all about? Hey, you look like a capable trainer. Would you mind giving us a hand? We're looking for interns in our lab. Do I have to use sciencey things? Welcome to the Scientists Club. If you're a Pokemon trainer going on your adventure, we'd love to have you give us a hand. Not all of us are experienced battlers. I've been studying how Megastones work. It's possibly one of the most interesting topics I've ever seen. Many of us knew Rufra before he became a cult leader. He was always a bit strange, but damn is he a good scientist. I've been studying the effects of Delta Pokemon on their ecosystems. It's quite an interesting field. Hello, I'm the leading scientist around these parts. If you ever wanted to see the behind-the-scenes to science, I'm sure we could find a project for you to help out on. Well, what do you say? Do you want to join the Scientist Club? Sure. Great, welcome to the club. We actually have a mission we'd be pleased if you could help out with, Lo. Basically, we have a lab where we're running experiments on a very ancient Pokemon. Recently, however, one of the Pokemon escaped and that now is setting all the others free. Would you mind dealing with them? We've still got plenty locked up, so even just catching them or making them faint would help us out immensely. Would you be able to help us out? Sure. Thanks a lot, don't worry, we'll pay you well for this. Ooh. Speaking of Archeops, Archon. I think I want to catch most of these, so I'll try using I'll use False Swipe to get them down to 1 HP. Unless they KO it. No, I didn't think so. There's quite a bit of a difference between the level 5 of these Pokemon and the level 32 that Marowak is, even if his health is really low. I'm sure I can catch these guys with the Pokeball. Maybe not, because they are rare, but we shall see. Yeah, I didn't think so, actually. Let's try using a Great Ball. You know, I don't really care about any of the others besides for Archon. I don't know. So I think I'll just catch this one. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to use the Ultra Ball. It kind of feels wasteful, but hey, there we go. So I guess we can just knock out the rest. Oh boy, a whole 3 and 5 experience points. Yeah, because I think we have or at least one copy. Oh. Yeah, we have the copies, or all copies of these Pokemon, so we don't really need to catch them, because we got them in that cave where Nora was trying to revive the Celebi. So let's just use Shadow Sneak to knock them out. Because they have a ridiculously low health. Race Helix. So this is an interesting little mission. I wonder if we'll get like a scientist's lab coat, because I remember they did say at one point that if you if you're a part of club, some of them will have uniforms and stuff. And they've already shown, or we've already got I think the only one we've gotten really so far is the Darkrai cultists. But we shall see. And if I do want to get these later on, I mean, I could always just trade for them online. So anyway, I'm actually probably should have saved that Ultra Ball for the Kabutops up there. I don't know, but I mean, Kabutops, I don't really have that much use for it though, so I'm kind of okay with that actually just killing it. As I said, we do have a bunch of fossils. Maybe not all of the ones here, but we do have, I think, like 4 or 5 fossils. And I'm pretty sure that here is where you're able to revive them. Kabutops has a strange metal device attached to its back. What? Now I'm curious. Is this the armor Pokemon that they showed? No. Now you're just rubbing it in. I'll just kill it with Gardevoir. Shockwave. was a little too easy. Let's see, what's the thing that has on its back? Oh, thank goodness, that Kabutosh is the cause of all our problems. It escaped its enclosure and was trying to free the rest of them. Let me just remove this machine from it. There, I think we can chalk that experiment up to a failure. Never mind, we can deal with the cleanup from here. Thanks for all your help, Laskeri. Take this as a reward. 3,000 Poké Dollars. We'll call you on your Poké here if we need anything from you. Okay. That was a nice little side track, I guess. Are you a newcomer to Coral Town? I'd like you to have this, a token of my appreciation. Damien says, just enjoy your stay. Pokemon battling. I prefer card games in all honesty. But are they children's card games is the question. Ooh. Great ball. That probably would have been useful before we went into the mission. There's some family in a cave in the desert that lives out there. They mine out rocks, gems, and minerals and sell them to survive. That's crazy. I've always wanted to live off the land like that. Although, usually when you think of living off the land, you think of, like, farming, not mining. I mean, I guess technically both are off of the land. I don't know. Young one, I'm old, but back in my day we have a certain sense of class, taste, refinery, never mind, some like you could never understand. Okay, I don't know what that was trying to get me to do, besides insult me. But I can't really react to him. I mean, I feel like this is them wanting me to buy a fedora, but I'm not going to because of reasons. Anyways, let's head out. Actually, let's see what they have in stock as far as Pokeballs and potions and stuff go, because we need to restock on those. Oh, they actually have Ultra Balls. Hyper Potion. And wow, they're already selling revives. Definitely want a couple of those. And let's head out, I think. Or I don't think there's a gym here, so I think we're free to just head out once we talk to her. Well, I want to talk to all the NPCs first, but the Rezai Desert is an artist's paradise. The beautiful rocks in the sand, and the rocks in the sand, and the rocks. Now to think of it, it's a pretty terrible place to be. Wait, did I talk to him? I heard the scientists in this town's lab are looking for help. I'm sure if you gave them a hand, they would be very appreciative. I mean, I guess they gave me like 3,000 bucks. Or well, not bucks, considering it's probably numerically it's probably based off of the Japanese yen. Like 300 bucks. They're taking on my Coral Town. Here, there's a darn scientist club, and they're trying to educate my kids. That grinds never mind, but I don't like them. Ever since those scientists built that lab here, my husband's been complaining. I personally think it's a bit overkill. After all, it's all good fun. Anyone enjoying having an adventure can join just for fun, and they might give out short side missions that you can do if you want. It's not like they interfere with your adventure at all either. I feel like that's foreshadowing for the Scientist Club's missions, but I don't know. Yeah, I think that what the Scientist Clubs the missions lead up to is you getting like the items that allow you to get the mecha forms of Pokemon that they showed off before the release of the game that I don't think are implemented yet though. So anyways, what's this guy got to say? Have you ever heard of the new moon weather condition? It's only been recently discovered, but it's pretty neat. The sun disappears and the sky changes to a moonless night. It powers up dark and ghost type moves, but lowers fairy type ones. Certain abilities get triggered when that happens too. Hello. Unfortunately, the stock market is closed right now. Why don't you come back in the future? So the stock market is closed. So up here's the desert, I assume? Some people in green suits came running up here by here earlier. I didn't recognize them, but could they be cultists? Let's see. Where do we have to go? Let's check them out. Yeah, so Rogan Town and then Helios City. So I'm assuming, the Samsara Cave isn't actually like a way to, or a route to anything. We didn't go to Mist Island though, did we? That was Big City, I guess? Oh, it was past the crossroads. I'm pretty sure that was where we needed rock climb. And I don't think that's implemented yet. So, or at least that area isn't implemented yet, because when I tried to interact with it, it didn't say anything. Ooh, I like the music. Laskeri, I found one super potion. Cool. Great ball. I'm assuming we have to go to the north, because that's what it looked like it went. Oh, through this cave, I'm assuming? Yeah, that looks like... that seems to be where we need to go. Is that like a... Quicksilver, timer ball... Dust ball. Wow, I really do like the music in this game. I like the music that's not... the music that's not default. Pretty cool. Well, from the base series, game. What? Please just let me go back to my family. Now, there's no need to panic. I'm sure we can come to an agreeable conclusion. What do you want? Well, it has come to our attention that you have something we want, so just let us have it, and everything will be fine, okay? If you're talking about the scroll we unearthed, we can't just hand it to you, it's important to us. My children found it. They would be really upset if I just gave it away. I understand, don't worry. I understand exactly where you're coming from. That scroll must have sentimental value. But what is more important to you? How your children feel, or whether or not their hearts are beating? What did you just... There are several explosives around the ladder behind you. Your 2 children are down there, I understand. If you do not give us the scroll, we'll blow it up. If you do not want... We don't want to do it, but if you're not being cooperative, well, we won't have a choice. What do you need it for? Well, we're cultists, sky cultists to be specific, and your scroll contains the words of the ritual necessary to summon Rayquaza. Check a wild guess. You want to summon Rayquaza? Yes, well done, you detective you. Now, have you made your decision? You give us the scroll, or we'll let your family live. Fine. Please take this, stay away from my family. Very well, we'll leave. Go warn your children. And they blow it up anyways. Ma'am, what are we going to do next? Now that we have the scroll, we're heading to Helios City. We'll use the Augur's energy to summon Rayquaza for us. The Augur's going to help us. Why would he do that? Well, let's just say I have a very good reason as to why he would want to help us, and if he doesn't, I'll be very angry. And as we've seen here in this cave, we don't like me when I'm angry. In fact, just to prove the point, why you shouldn't anger me? Knock knock. Who's there? Boom. Yeah, I saw that coming. Sorry, I've never been a fan of jokes that ended in puns. Why did you do that? Dead men tell no tales. We can't have anyone knowing about the plans of Skyfall until necessary. Let's go. Helios City awaits. That was unnecessarily harsh. Let's see. Is there anything over here? No. And I'm assuming this just leads... Watch where you're going! Oh, hey Laskeri, it's you. I was hoping to run into you sometime soon. I've been training up all my Pokemon. I've even got these cool new clothes. They're based off of my new partner, Shaman. I think I'm ready to take you on again. I hope you're ready. Oh, that was unexpected. Product. Wow. Maybe I should have been battling these trainers. I feel like that might have been a good idea. Too late now. So this episode's probably gonna end as this. Getting destroyed by Damien, and even though we just saved him, we're going to go back and then train, and that thing has 1 HP, and I hate it. And then after that, we're probably going to end up doing this battle again next episode. Blastoise. Oh wait, it's Delta Blastoise. No, because, I mean, either way, it has the ability to kill both Gardevoir and, wow. Has the ability to kill both Gardevoir and, Charizard really easily. Like that. Saw that coming. Let's try to use Dragon Breath. And 2-shot. I'm not really trying because I know I'll just lose. I mean, there's always the potential for me not to. Oh, there we go. Well, there it is. I mean, I was expecting this outcome because this battle came out of the blue. Almost literally. Well, the white, I guess, because of the exit to the cave, but come on, why does it need to do that? It doesn't really need to start to stall it out. I mean, it did anyways. And wow, that's a lot of experience. Thrash, no, that does not sound fun. Yes, okay. 34. Dang. Wow. It'd be kind of funny if I just soloed this just with Marowak. But the damage that they do is way too high. Oh, come on! I'm gonna use a revive, actually. Wait, I just realized that I have revives. I am great at this video game. I apologize for that, derp. So we might beat him? I don't know, because I mean, we did get his strongest Pokemon out of the way. I guess there's always the potential, because I think he only has Shaman, and I don't know what his other Pokemon is. Luxray. I don't see why I would. Okay, that's nice. This probably has Ice Fang, but I'm going to use Revive anyways, because I need Gardevoir to kill Shaman for me. Or Crunch, that works too. This might be a waste of revives, but hey. I guess I should probably heal up my other Pokemon first. Use a revive on Marowak. Okay. Use a Super Potion on Gardevoir. And then use another Super Potion. Well, actually, I guess I'll just use another Super Potion on Riolu. Or, not Riolu. Why would I waste on Marowak? So that I can just use Marowak, so I can just use Boomerang, even though his like 10 levels below. This might hurt. I guess not that bad. Definitely gonna. Oh, come on! Why are you critical hit? this is going well. And super potion, I guess. Super potion on Marowak. And then super potion on Gardevoir. Sorry, I'm not really talking as much. It's getting a little old though. I think I want to try switching into this and then switch into Gardevoir, so see if Laskeri will try to use Thunder Fang on it. Haha! I've got you now. Not really, but you know. I don't know why I stood into that. And now we just have to get rid of Shaman, which is going to be the difficult part. I don't know if we have a revive yet, which might make this more difficult than it needs to be. Because I kind of don't have any attacking moves. Oh, at least it's not in its Sky form right now. We have one more revive, which we're going to have to use on Gardevoir. Fun. No. We don't need Hyper Potion. It's not the point, because revive is 50, which is basically half of their HP right now. Okay, I mean, I don't really know what to say to that other than Powder Snow. That's nice. I mean, well, basically it's in the bag now, but I kind of feel like this was more obnoxious than it needed to be, because we didn't level up any of our Pokemon. Or, well, we didn't really do any, like, grinding or anything like that. But hey, at least we beat him. And I'm definitely going to have to do some grinding off camera for next episode. That's great. Why am I still losing to you? Ugh, why do I keep losing to you? Anyways, I stumbled in here because I heard a loud noise from this cave. Did you see what happened? Laskeri found Damien in. A cult dressed all in green, and they called themselves Sky Cultists? Oh no. Laskeri, the Sky Cult is no joke. Remember how we stopped those two assassins from killing the Augur? I'm sure the Augur could defend himself, but the Augur is ruthless. They could try to kill him and torture him, or even torture people to manipulate him. That's horrible. We need to warn him. Laskeri, I need your help. We need to get to Helios City, where the Augur is, as quickly as possible. The Augur's base of operations is the Jade Tower in the back of Helios. Laskeri, there's no time to waste. We have to get to Helios City as soon as we can. Well, you do that. We are going to end this episode here, and hopefully survive the trip to the next town and heal our Pokemon up. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and another long episode, but